Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right. So, welcome back, everyone. Last week was our introduction episode, and this week we'll be reviewing our first movie.
Woo! I'm
So,
excited.
this week we actually watched The Long Walk. Catherine, when did you actually go see The Long Walk?
I saw The Long Walk on Saturday. I did a little solo date day. I walked up and got a treat from Magnolia Bakery, and then took it with myself to the movies and saw it on the afternoon. I was like, this is a dark, depressing movie, so I probably need to see it when there's still light outside. When did you go see it yesterday?
No, I went to go see it Saturday as well. I saw it Saturday
Mm-hmm.
night after you texted me about it. But it was kind of like, I was like, if I accomplish everything that I need to
Mm.
accomplish, I will go to the movies. And I did. I treated myself. So, but yeah, I was kind of a little, I kind of like the walk back to the car was a little fast
Yeah.
walk, definitely wouldn't have gotten a warning.
Not the walk
But
back to the
yeah,
car. I forgot you're you're not a pedestrian
I know.
anymore.
I know. And I like try to go like right when like everybody else is
Mm.
leaving. So it's like we can walk together. Well, at night.
Mm.
Um, but
My walk
yeah.
back was
But other than that,
Jocelyn's not gonna like this movie. Was like, I don't know if she's gonna want to see it, but
well, it was okay. I saw your low marks ranking and it's like,
yeah. Oh, I don't know if I saw yours, but
probably.
I would like when I left it, I was like, yeah, I don't know how she's gonna feel about that one. Actually, probably 15 minutes into the
It
movie,
was
I was like, I don't know how she's gonna feel about that one.
really, it's like, okay, I might watch Hallmark movies, but like I didn't hate it. Before we get into it, listeners, we're going to do every week, we're going to do an Oscar, meaning, what is something good in our week that we have accomplished. And then we're also going to do a Razzie, which is something that is probably not the most favorable of our
Mm.
week. And our week being since the last
Mm-hmm.
time we spoke. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Catherine,
Yeah.
you can go
My
first.
Oscar for the week was Amanda and I went to a Bills game yesterday, so that was really fun. It was very sunny. We saw the Buffalo Bills win. Josh Allen didn't do a great job, but it was still fun to see him in person. We did not see Haley Steinfeld, so that was sad. But it was a really
Boo.
good Sunday. I was like, whoa, look at this. Um, and then my Razzie of the week was that a bird pooped on my head, on Friday, as I was going. Yeah,
Where?
as I was going to the grocery store. Thankfully, I had a hat on, um, but I felt
Hmm.
something, and I was like, "Did an acorn just drop on my head, or did a bird poop?" And Amanda was like, "A bird pooped on your head," and I was like, "Okay, cool." This is the second time it's happened to me in New York City, so
Is that like a good luck? Is that a thing? No.
I hope not. Because if so, I don't want it. They can give it to me someplace else. But what's your Oscar and
Oh,
what's your
okay.
Razzie for the week?
I would say. Wait. Also, side
Mm-hmm.
note. Back to
Hmm.
you. Do you think Haley Seinfeld was at the game?
I don't, because it's an away game. I kind of feel like maybe she just goes to home games. I don't know. And it was a Jets,
But it's still New
yeah, but the
York.
Jets aren't very. You know what I did think? I was like, maybe she's in New York City for New York Fashion Week, but I closely
Hmm.
follow her Instagram, and I don't know if I've seen anything about that. So
Mm. Where does she live? Do you
I would
know?
assume California. She's from California,
Okay.
and I mean, with Hollywood, I would assume California. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah.
All right. So my Oscar would be number one. Before I get into my Oscar, I don't think I said this in the first episode, but I probably will be wearing pajamas every time we film, just because it's a little later in the day, and I'm just gonna make that my thing. So my Oscar, and you could probably tell with my Christmas themed pajamas, is that um, on September 16th. So it depends on when you're listening. But AKA tomorrow, it'll be 100 days till Christmas.
That's exciting. Ooh, okay.
So, yes. So we're getting to the Christmas season. So I'm very excited about that. I do need to plan
Mm.
more. I feel like I need to start kind of planning out what I'm going to get
Mm-hmm.
people. And this weekend, I think I'm going to decorate my apartment for
Oh,
fall. So
that's
sorry.
exciting.
Yes, yes. Put some pumpkins out. So all that jazz. But yeah. And then as far as my Razzie, I would say, okay, so it's kind of like a very privileged Razzie,
Go
but
ahead.
I had a I
My
had a
apartment's too big
housewarming
now.
party on Friday. So, I had a housewarming party on Friday, and I bought a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have to eat all that food.
Hmm.
So we've been eating meatballs for like um, for a few days,
Mm.
and we've been eating ice cream for dinner some days.
I
But
like it. It's balanced.
yes, it is.
Protein and calcium.
Lot Yeah, a lot of sugar. Like last night, I was kind of sitting, and like my heart was a little faster paced, and I was like, probably because all of the sugar. But my like thought is like the faster it's gone, then it's gone. So then I can go back to my vegetables. So
I support that.
that's my Razzie. Just been kind of, thank you. Just kind of eating the same old,
You
same old.
didn't want to send anybody home with leftovers or anything?
I tried.
Yeah. Okay. Ice cream,
I
that's a
was
tough
like,
one
I
to
was
be
like,
like, take some ice cream home.
yeah, and it's like it was kind of like overflow. So like I
Mm.
fixed kind of like a charcuterie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like overflow of like some berries, a lot of cheese.
Did your party have a
So
theme
yeah,
or?
it did have a theme. The theme was very happy to be back home because
I
I
see what you
moved
did.
back from, and so purchased a lot of berries. Had a blueberry crisp. Um, and had like a spinach and like berry salad. So like there's some
Okay.
vegetables in there. Um but yeah, but there's also like some non-vegetables. And then for like the protein I just did
Mm.
meatballs cuz I'm like, yeah, that's
It
easy.
all looked very good. So
Um thank you. Thank you very
my
much.
invite must have gotten lost in the mail. But if you were going to, if you were going to give your week a Rotten Tomato score, what would you give it?
Um I would give it a 82
Ooh.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Like there was a lot of fun events.
Mm-hmm.
My mom also had like a birthday party. She had like a tea party
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. So a lot of fun events. But like work was pretty busy and then planning a lot of the events. It's kind of tiring and just a lot of shopping, a lot of spending money.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what kind of dropped it. But
Yeah.
it was very nice hanging out with people. Love the festivities. So yeah. What about you?
Probably same. Maybe like an 85. Like I feel like I had a lot of really fun stuff, but then work's also not super fun, and a bird pooped on my head.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, 85. But I feel like 85 is good. It's like it was a good week. It was
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah. And speaking of 85, we'll get to the to we'll get to our kind of overview of the long walk. So it's speaking of 85 because on it has a 89
Mm.
tomato meter and then it's a 85 on the popcorn meter.
Mm.
So
And are
kind of
you?
aligns with our
Yeah, are
weeks.
you like? Do you really like go by Rotten Tomatoes or like IMDb score? Like, what's your relationship with those scores?
Good question. Not really, but honestly, as like a A-lister, if I'm like debating on going to see a
Mm-hmm.
movie, I would. I'm like, okay, like is this worth
Yeah.
like the kids pack, you know?
Mm.
Or should I just kind of like find something on Netflix on my free night? So, yeah. Do you?
I think same. I think looking on those and Letterbox kind of gives me a good idea of whether I think it'll be good or not. But sometimes if it's really low, that makes me want to go see it more. Especially if it's like the
Mm.
critic and the audience is very off. Like if one's really high and one's really low, that kind of makes me want to go
Hmm.
see it more. So I think it's like a good guideline. But there's probably a lot of movies that I love that would have like 60s or 70s. So I can't. I
Oh
can't
yeah. Oh
judge
yeah.
them too harshly. Okay, so the long
Mhm.
walk, that's what we watched this week. What was it about? Give me a summary.
Yes, I would love to give you a summary, Miss
Oh,
Catherine.
spoiler, we're entering spoiler
Um,
territory for anyone watching. If you have not seen the movie,
oh
turn
yes.
away.
Wait, are we doing spoiler
Oh,
territory?
is that not yet?
We can do an overview
Okay,
first.
sorry. Take that back. Continue to watch.
Okay, maybe not. Proceed with
I
caution.
like that.
All right, so it says teens participate in a grueling high stakes contest where they must continuously walk or be shot by a member of the military escort. So that's a quick synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun
Da, da,
dun.
da.
What I didn't know until the credits was that this was a Stephen King novel. And I was just kind of like, huh, I could see.
Yeah.
So there are some kind of like differences between the novel and the
Mm-hmm.
movie. But first, Catherine, what's your kind of relationship with Stephen King? Are you a fan of his?
Yeah, I knew this was a Stephen King novel, which kind of made me hesitant about it first because I'm not a huge Stephen King fan. I've seen Carrie, and I really liked Carrie. And then apparently he did Stand By Me, which was like my parents' one of their like first movies they saw, I think. So I feel like I've seen some of his stuff, but I watched like The Shining recently and didn't really love it. I've never seen some of his other stuff. I've never read his books because every time I go to pick one up, they're like 900 pages long, and I just am not mentally
Yeah.
prepared for that. So I feel like I know a lot about Stephen King stuff, but it's not like a go-to for me. I've never been like super super into it. And he's kind of known for having like random, like he does have like a lot of intense stuff or like random, gory stuff or like sprinkled in stuff that's just like not my biggest fan of. Um, but yeah, but I actually really really like this one. Not to jump into my thoughts, but I thought this one was like my favorite Stephen King that I've seen so far.
Oh wow.
What
Yeah.
about you? Have you seen a lot of Stephen King?
Uh, Not really. No. I think the only Stephen King I've really seen and
Mm-hmm.
remembered is It.
Um,
Um,
I don't like
yeah.
clowns.
And speaking of It,
Uh,
kind of a little tangent. Did you know that like Will Poulter was supposed to be Pennywise?
thank God he did not, because that would have ruined my celebrity crush on him forever.
I like something happened where like maybe like it was a different director and he just decided not to do it, but like he was supposed to be
I can kind
Pennywise.
of see it. He has a face that looks like he could have a really
Mhm.
big smile.
Mhm. Yeah, and he sometimes he plays little characters like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but and then I don't know if I can say I saw
Mm-hmm.
it. I think I went to go see it at UK at that
Oh,
late
okay.
night film series
Yeah.
thing, and a lot of my
That's
eyes were
okay.
closed a lot of parts. What's
Okay, that's fair. You can say you've seen it, I think.
yeah. Similar to this movie though. Once that third warning, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's never read any of his books, but that's about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Any fun facts about the movie that we
Uh,
learned?
yes. So after I saw the movie, I did kind of like look up the
Mm.
book to see kind of how the ending was in the book. The book was originally published in 1979, and it was the first novel that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like the first novel that was actually published by Stephen King. Um, Also, kind of a few differences. The book originally had 100 boys,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, and I think the movie had 50.
Yeah, because it was one from each state.
And then in the book, mm-hmm. And then in the book, they had to maintain a speed of 4.0 or 4 miles per hour, while in the movie it was 3 miles per hour. So, and a little fun fact: while filming, the cast members would often walk about like 20 to 30 miles a day. So,
Wow. So an average New
just
York City
crazy.
day. Um, no, that is crazy. That's a lot. How long? I wonder how long they were filming for.
Yeah. Hopefully not that
Yeah.
long. Um, but that goes to one of my thoughts of the movie was, and a question that I had for
Mm-hmm.
you. When I saw them
Mm-hmm.
being dropped off and they had those boots on, I was like,
Yeah. Are we in spoiler
and
territory now?
yes, this is spoiler territory. Da da da.
Do. Um, I had a lot of thoughts about shoe choice because I'm pretty sure I saw some Converse, and I
Okay,
was like,
I
no, you can't walk in Converse for that long.
I hate to be the person, but so this was 19. He published it in 1979, so late
Mm-hmm.
70s, early 80s, whatever. I think I would have chose Converse.
Those things are so flat.
Okay, but the boots,
Yeah.
those heavy boots that they
Boots are
had,
heavy, but at least there would be some
but like,
cushion, you know? No, I want to see some
yeah,
Brooks. I want to see like some. I don't. What's the brand? Hoka's. Give me some Hoka's out there, like.
yes,
Um.
not one pair of
Mhm.
Hokas, not one pair of
Or
Hokas,
whenever.
but like half of,
Go ahead.
I was saying half of the movie, I was just sitting there like, was these boots really the best choice? And I'm like, could they not have done something
Especially
else?
because the one guy, I think his name is Barkovich. Whenever he had to take his shoe off to begin with to get a rock out, I'm like, you need to be able to take it off and put it back on very quickly. Why? This is what a sneaker is
Mm-hmm.
for.
Yeah.
Amateurs.
Uh,
Amateur.
Not to make a Forrest Gump reference, but I thought they could have done those Cortezes, the Nike Cortezes, the one that Forrest Gump was using,
We're gonna have to keep a tally
Uh,
of how many Forrest Gump. No,
we already got one. It just to proves how great of a movie it is.
you can
That's
bring it
all.
up anytime. No, I saw a
Um,
letterbox review that was like, Forrest Gump would kill this or something. I was like, he would have loved this.
hmm
Um,
He would have ran.
so I guess spoilers included what were your thoughts of the movie?
Overall, I liked it. I feel like it definitely kept my interest. But then I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
the ending was very like sad
Mm-hmm.
and kind of disheartening. Just because I'm like, he won,
Mm-hmm.
but then you could tell like he really didn't want to
Yeah.
win, and so, and then he just kind of like walked off, being
Yeah.
like I feel like that had to be like the saddest
Yeah.
like win ever.
Yeah. Especially
So
because
yeah.
Ray um, sacrifices himself for him because he's like, no, you're the not the better person, but you're the one who sees the hope and sees the light in the world, and then he still chooses to kill um, the
hmm
major. Which, okay, there's a question: would you kill the major if you come to the end of it?
Don't ask me. I,
Mm-hmm.
thou shalt
Don't bring.
not
I was about
kill.
to say, don't bring the Ten Commandments into it.
Thou shalt not
Yeah,
kill.
you
So
wouldn't even
don't
think about
ask
it
me.
though.
Probably
Hmm.
not.
Did you know who
No.
that
Like,
was, by the way, the
yeah,
actor? That
no.
was Mark Hamill, who plays Luke in Star Wars. Do you know who Luke in Star Wars is?
Mm.
We can Google it later.
Mm-hmm.
We can Google it
No.
later. It's okay.
But did you know Ray was Philip Seymour Hoffman's son? I think I'm saying his name right.
I did know this, but if it would make you feel better to share a fact that I didn't know, I can say no. Um,
I did.
I think they kind of look alike, though. I had seen like a tweet about him talking about his dad before. That was really sad. But so overall, you liked it, but
Okay.
but the ending made you sad.
Yeah, overall I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
The one part that honestly brought it down a
Mm-hmm.
star for me on Letterbox was like I wanted to know what state everybody was from. Like
Okay.
you just know Texas was gonna go up there being like Texas ready to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm. So they should have worn like their
you
flags
know,
as their shirts or something easy.
or like I didn't need to know like in depth, but just I feel like that Like there was so much opportunity.
They're walking and you're like,
Like
where's New Jersey? I'm sorry, which one of you is South Dakota?
yes. No, New Jersey definitely would have told you that he was New
Yeah.
Jersey. California
Yeah.
would have had a vibe.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Texas would have told you day one.
Mhm.
Texas was probably asking people
Yeah.
who they were. Like Mississippi, like who's Mississippi?
Yeah. What
I
state do you
did
think it was set in?
it was giving like it was very
Yeah,
flat.
it was very
It's like they have
flat.
that one hill.
Yeah, but that was pretty much
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, I saw that in the book though. The main
Mhm.
character, I think, was from Maine.
Interesting.
Hmm. I think,
Hmm.
and I was like, he's giving Maine.
Okay, I've never been to Maine, so I have no idea.
Me
Um,
either, but he's giving.
I mean, I believe it. I have no idea. It was very the whole walk. I was like, this walk is so depressing, and I know that's the point, but I was like, this is like every stop that they walk by is really sad, and the people were really creepy. Like I was like, I know that they're probably just like poor and impoverished and sad that these people are walking, but I was like, it's giving like Children of the Corn, or like they're just staring them down.
One of my like probably too deep analysis. Can we call them like Get Out analysis? Because when people saw Get Out, they were making some really deep analysis, and it's like, was Jordan Peele
Mhm.
thinking that? One of my Get Out
Mhm.
analysis was that the like because like the major and the government was like censoring
Mm.
like the the nation so much
Mhm.
that instead of it actually like flourishing,
Mm.
it wasn't doing too hot. Because like literally every city, I was just like, oh
Yeah.
my.
No, I could see that.
Um,
I could see
so
them
and then
like purposely setting it along a patch of towns that's really impoverished so that the boys feel like, oh, I need this money to not be in this situation. You know what I mean? Like I
mm,
want to be better than these people, or I don't want my family to be this family on the side of the road, so like I'm gonna keep walking.
oh, that's a good thought.
That was my get out
Yeah.
analysis.
Thank you. Yeah. So and then even when he was just like, we televise it to show people that you gotta
Yeah.
like or to like make men work or whatever. And I'm like,
That's when I was like, did Suzanne Collins of the Hunger Games read this book? Because the first like 10 minutes I was like, this is very Hunger Games of like, you
hmm
know, you guys should all be proud you're a part of this, and our government's so awesome and supportive for giving you guys the opportunity to do this. So I was like, I wonder if she read this before
yeah,
she wrote those books. Um,
probably,
but
probably,
okay. My
yeah.
overall thoughts, I actually really liked it. It's tough because it's one of those movies that I really liked a lot, but I don't know if I'd sit down and watch it again anytime soon just because it was so
Mm.
gruesome and really sad. So because it was very gory. I don't I my when I was watching it, I was like, I wonder what Jocelyn's like worst death is on here, because I had a strong opinion about whose death was. I had like a most emotional death and the worst way to
Mm.
die. So I wanted to ask you what yours was.
Phew, good question. I probably didn't see any of them. Ask, ask the guy sitting next to me. He was like, "Is she gonna cover her eyes on everyone?" Yeah.
Uh,
Starting off with the
who was
first
the most
one.
emotional one then, you think, to you?
Um. Okay. Spoiler alert. The major son.
Oh yeah,
That
tall
one.
guy.
And like, I hated that he. Yeah, I hated that he got sick
Yeah.
too. And then like when he told like why he was doing it and like what he wanted, like he just wanted to be invited in, and I was like, oh, I was rooting for him on that one.
Yeah.
So that one, and then the let's see what else. I mean, the suicides, they weren't great either.
Yeah. Those were rough.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, but I think the first one was also sorry. The first one, like I saw a glimpse of how they shot him, and I was like, oh,
The first one was very gory. It definitely like set the tone.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
my most emotional was Art. He was like I think like number 4, the Christian boy. Um, just like because when he like when he like obviously like was giving up and letting go, and then like Ray kept being like, oh no, just like walk a little bit longer, like just do it a little bit longer. It's just I was like, oh, this is so sad because I just think it'd be so tough to be like you want to live yourself, so you need these other people to die, but like they're still your friends, and so you would want them to at least keep trying. So that one made me a little emotional.
To be honest, I was a little confused at the beginning though,
Hmm.
because like when they were sitting down, they were like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I'm like, "Do they know that they died?" And then like even
Yeah.
like they were doing the rules, and they were like, "You get a ticket," and I'm like, "Do they know what a ticket is?"
Yeah.
And then after the first ticket,
Hmm.
they were like, "Oh, that's what like I think he said something like, "I'm afraid that it's going to get easier," or something like
Yeah,
that.
like watching them.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely didn't seem to set in
Um,
for a lot of them that they could die. Um, because
yeah.
some of them I was like, you really thought you were
Yeah.
gonna win? Like the kid, like the one who was obviously underage. I was like, you thought you were gonna do this?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I.
And that's another difference.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, I
continue.
was just gonna say the worst death in my opinion was the guy who couldn't stop pooping himself. Like when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's you don't have to do this to this guy. Like
Hmm.
that's really rough. Because when they started walking, I was
Yeah.
like, aren't they gonna have to go to the bathroom? That was the worst part of it for me. The fact that they
Hmm.
just had to pull their pants down and
Yeah. Yeah.
so.
And then speaking of the boy
Mm-hmm.
though, in the book though, I think they all were like under 18, like they were
Mm.
boys.
Just
Yeah.
like the Hunger Games, just
Which
saying.
no, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um Another thing that I found very disheartening though was like I think at the end they walked over like 300
Mm-hmm.
miles or something. Catherine, did you know like we're like 750-ish miles apart?
Mm-hmm.
So like from New York to Atlanta is like 750
Do you know
miles.
that?
So like they did all that
Mm-hmm.
walking and they probably would have been like halfway.
And each mile is a stab in my heart. So I would walk 700 miles. But you know what?
Okay. All right.
I'd
I
have a pair
just
of Brooks. I'd have them ready.
that's
No, that
crazy.
is
And I'm
crazy.
like all that walking and I'm like if I was in that movie
Mm-hmm.
and did all that walking and I would just see like Welcome to South Carolina, I'd be like, that's it?
No, because I would give up. I would give up soon.
No. I would have heard warning 1, 2, and 3. Like I'm like, we're just in South Carolina.
Listen,
Like that's
I can barely take the
crazy.
train to Brooklyn, so like I'm not walking. Like it's not happening.
It's like from the tip of Manhattan to the bottom is 13 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's just like day. That's just the day for them.
Yeah. And the fact that I was impressed that your body can sleep while you're walking. And I know they were leaning on each other, but I was like, I didn't really
Hmm.
know you could do that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
But
It's like I like walking, but not like that, y'all.
not like that at all. And they didn't even have good views. Like it
Um,
was, like we said, everything was really depressing. So,
y- yeah, dang, yeah. Also, so when his shoe like fell
mm.
apart and he had to take off his shoes, at that moment I was like, okay, he better not win. I was like, all
No,
right.
same because I know that we were supposed to be rooting for him. I feel like because he we were following him from the beginning, but every
Mm-hmm.
time McVree's PD would save him, I was like, McVree should win because he's the only reason why this other guy's
Yeah.
still there. Also, he had beautiful arms, so I was like, let this man live.
Yes. Yes.
But no, I like
Yeah.
when he turned around and was like trying to talk when Ray turned around and like ran back to his mom. I was like, don't do that to
Mm-hmm.
your mom. Like I don't want you to die because I don't want your mom to be alone, but
Yeah.
don't do that to your mom.
Yeah, like right there in the middle of the
Yeah.
city.
I
Um,
think that was what bothered me the most
yeah,
about Ray was I like that it took him that long to realize that he did the same thing to his mom that his dad did to them and that like his mom was going
mm,
to be alone in this. I was like this poor woman. She was in my opinion the real victim of the whole movie because she's alone.
yeah, yeah. She was like, all I did was get a man that read books. Look at me.
Don't date a nerd. If you're dating a man, don't if it's a man, do not date a nerd. Like he cannot have a
But
political
no,
thought
but
in his mind.
but he was walking in them socks. I was like, all right. Now, logically, I'm not gonna be okay if he wins.
Yeah.
But no, it was something.
I was surprised though. I
Yeah.
did think that McFreeze was going to just sit down and then Ray was going to win.
Hmm. I think that's what happens in the book.
Oh, spoiler alert. Okay, I like that.
I
I
think
like
so.
when a movie switches up
Yeah,
the ending, to be honest.
yeah, I think so. I might have to reread it. I
The
got kind
book
of
or the
confused with the
Wikipedia?
name. The Wikipedia.
I actually
I'm at the reread.
I did put the
Correct.
book on loan at the library, so
Ooh,
okay.
nerd.
We'll see if I
Um,
actually read it. Once I pick it up and see the pages, I might decline. But
mhm. Yeah, I think it's crazy though. In the book, they had to maintain a speed of 4 miles per hour
I want
because that's a
yeah,
difference.
I want one of those watches now. I want to see how fast that actually is.
Okay, like on the
Yeah,
treadmill,
that's
they
true.
have like little
Yeah.
presets. It's like a jog.
Mm, that's too much. That's why they switched it, right? Because they were like realistically.
Yeah, they're like Americans are slower nowadays, I guess. Like, let's slow this pace down a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Any other thoughts?
No, just that I was sad. I thought that they all did a really, really good job. I thought all the actors were really good. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they all did make me sad, but I was happy. I was happy that McFreeze won, but it was really sad that he gave in to that. I don't know if it's like darkness or what, but
Yeah.
I would have shot the major, so I supported his decision.
Mm.
um,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Were you surprised that like the military people didn't react
To him
like
shooting
after he
him.
shot him?
Part of me was like, with the ambiguous kind of ending, was like, did he die? Like, is he walking off? Like, did they react and they shot him? And I don't know if this is what you were alluding to, but like part of me was like, did they immediately shoot McFreeze and he's walking
Hmm.
off into the afterlife? Um, or are they just like not showing his reaction? Because I was like, would they not just shoot him right away because he shot their leader?
I think, according to the book slash Wikipedia, um, I think it was like the winner kept walking
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't kind of believe that they
Mm.
had won. It was still kind of like
Mm.
there's still so far to walk.
Like you're just so damaged at that point, you're gonna keep going.
Hmm. It says even finds the strength to run because he declared that there is still so far to walk and hoping to catch up.
That sounds like a fella that just went to heaven to me. So,
Maybe,
uh,
maybe.
but yeah. Well, I hope he
Um,
walked on over to Ray's mom and gave her some money. Um,
yeah, and the wife and the widow.
yeah, I was like, why would you enter this if you're married?
It's like I can, first, like if your loved one was like, "Oh, I'm going off to war," I
Mm-hmm.
would be boohooing.
Mm-hmm.
If you were doing this, I'd be like, "You're not getting out this car." Like what?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Because like especially if there was when there was like 100 boys like in the book, that's literally a 99% chance.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the guy who had a wife did last a while, but, like, unless, my spouse is out here walking 100 miles a day, I'm gonna be like, get your butt back in the car. You're not
Wasn't
doing.
he the one with the Converse?
I think so, yeah, probably one of them. He was the one who chewed the same gum for 300
Yeah,
miles.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, Converse. Let's be real about
Yeah,
this.
Converse was very triggering.
Yeah.
It was. Also, another part of the movie
Yeah.
that I didn't like, well, I liked, but it was very intense, was the hill part. So many people started dying. I was
Mm,
like,
yeah. Yeah.
that's what would have got
When
me.
they were like, I think the nighttime definitely would have gotten me. The nighttime and then the welcome to South Carolina or whatever state would have gotten
Like the
me.
spooky ooky nighttime monsters or the darkness or what would have.
No, just I'd be like, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd be like, the Lord, it's time.
Yeah.
And you know what? I hate to say it, or it'll be time for me to use the restroom. It'll be one of those. So,
I'm like, I am simply unwilling to pull down my pants. So, should mean that.
yeah.
I don't think we can leave though before mentioning the guy with the ankle. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a really gruesome.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I don't understand how he physically kept going for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of thoughts on
People's
that.
will to live is so strong
When
because if my ankle breaks, I'm sitting down.
warning one,
Warning 3.
warning two.
I'd be like, don't give me the warnings. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I'd be like,
Shoot me.
yeah. Or the ones where they like attacked
Mm-hmm.
the major and like, I don't know, it's weird because they gave him warnings and I'm like, ooh, it's a lot. It was just a
Yeah,
lot.
or the ones where they would like shoot them in the gut, or the kid who got ran
Mm-hmm.
over by the tank. Those were really, because I was like, that's really
Mm-hmm.
cruel to just sit there and let them
Mm-hmm.
um, bleed out
Yeah.
and
Yeah. But yeah. So
die. Okay.
it is what it is.
Letterboxd ranking. We're also loyal Letterboxd users. What did you give it?
Mm-hmm.
I did not peek, by the way. I didn't want to
I,
be spoiled on your ranking, just so you know.
well, when I opened the app, it was like your friends. And I feel like this is like an unpopular opinion because I was looking at the other reviews and it was a little lower, but I gave it a 3 stars. Mainly, like I said, it dropped a star because I wanted to know what states everybody was from. And then, I mean, to be honest, I don't like when an ending
Mm-hmm.
is like ambiguous like
Okay.
that. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your tell me
so
what like what the stars represent to you? Like what's a 3 star for you? What's a 2 star for you?
a 3 star is like, okay, like that was worth, like going to the movies. I didn't hate
Mm-hmm.
it. 2 star was like, I don't think I ever ranked anything 1 star.
Mm.
4 star was like, okay, this was good, but like I had something, like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 stars was like, no notes. Like this was good. Like I gave Superman 5 stars. I
As
was
did
like,
I.
yeah, no notes. Yeah. So it's like nothing to really complain about. Like I'm not saying like the movie was
Mm-hmm.
perfect because I feel like no movie's perfect, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, like this was good. Like and enjoyed it. So
Okay.
what about you?
Yeah, I'll do my ranking first and then I'll tell you what I ranked it, even though you already know, but our listeners don't know. Unless somebody follows me on Letterboxd, and that's weird because I've never
Mm-hmm.
said my username. Um, so I think like a 1 and a 2. Anything below that is like that was not watching. I would not watch again. It probably brain dumped the plot of it. Um, could not tell
Mm-hmm.
you what happened after I watched it. 3 for me is like that was a solid movie. That was a well-made movie, but maybe not my type of movie, or maybe like not my genre or like what I enjoy. And then same, 4 is like, oh, that was a really good movie, but again, like not my favorite. I don't know if I would watch it again, but maybe I'd recommend it to other people, or I'd definitely like tell other people about it. And then 5 is like my favorites. Again, like, yeah, like you said, like not a perfect movie, but like I would repeat watch this. I would recommend to other people. I would maybe go back to the movie theaters and see it again. Because I feel like a lot of movies that I rank 4 are like better movies than I rank 5. But 5 is like, that's my favorite movie. I love that movie. So I gave this movie a 4.5, but I think I might bump it down to a 4. Because I really loved it. I thought it was really well made. It made me very emotional. It made me want to read the book, which I think is like a good indicator that you enjoyed what you were watching. I definitely would recommend it to other people, and have recommended, like texted some friends afterwards, like you, and was like, oh, you should watch this. Like, this is a good movie. But I don't think I could make it a 5 just because it was so gruesome that I don't know if I could, and gruesome and sad. Like, it just made me sad to watch all these boys die. So I don't know if I could ever make it 5 stars, because I just don't think I would. Like, maybe in like a few years, once I haven't seen it in a while, I would rewatch it. So yeah, so I'm hovering between a 4 and a 4.5 right now. It's a real nail biter what it's going to turn out to be.
Yeah, I think just stick with it. Stick with the 4.5.
Yeah. Maybe we can review over some of our ratings at the end of the year, see if we change any of them.
Yes, as a little Christmas present
or a birthday present for some of us whose birthday is in. How many days till Christmas?
It's 101 days till Christmas today, on September 15th.
Okay, so it's 95 days till my birthday.
Ooh.
An equally important countdown that I'm sure you have on your phone as well.
You, of course. Trim the tree, shovel the snow. Catherine's birthday is coming. Only 95 days to go.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
It's a thing. I can't take credit for it.
You don't have to tell me that. I would believe it.
It's like, okay. It's like the Christmas fanatics will be like, she did not come up with that.
That's a strong part of our fan base. There's a lot of followers that are Christmas fanatics.
Yes. You know what? Like the elves, they listen to it in Santa's workshop right now.
Is that what you want to call our followers?
Yeah.
Is the elves?
We can.
I like it. I mean, we can workshop it. Santa's workshop it, you know. But
they're busy right now. They're you know what? The elves are happy because they're like, oh, we got a show.
They're all listening to this as they do the presents.
Just like, for clarification, I do not believe in Santa. Okay. Sometimes I get a little too intense, and it's like, guys, wait, let me reel it back. There's a movie. It's like I Believe in Santa. It's not one of my favorites. I think it's about a 1 or 2 star for me. But okay.
Sorry. If it's a 1 or 2 star for you, it's like, and it's a Christmas movie. Yeah,
because it's like it's a grown man. He's like dating someone, and he's like, no, I believe. I think it's called I Believe.
Okay.
And he's like, why can't that be real? And they're like, are you serious?
That's an instant. That's a breakup right there. We're going our separate ways. Our paths are not continuing together.
I want to say it's a Netflix movie.
I mean, I believe it. It sounds like a Netflix movie. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably watch it. Yeah.
It's like I might turn it on tonight just to like hate it. Be like what?
If the main couple is cute enough and they have chemistry, like I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna watch it. So. But we're in spooky season right now. I'm not gonna let you jump over that. So.
We are in like fall-alleluia time and spooky season. What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do something for Halloween. It costs a lot of money to buy costumes. So last year we were I was a Dalmatian and Amanda was a firefighter. So maybe we'll just bring that right back out around. But yeah, I don't know. What about you? Have you got something planned?
I'm thinking about Cat in the Hat again.
Classic.
because I do have, yeah, I do have like the hat and the
Mm-hmm.
gloves. And it like I think I'm gonna go to my parents and like, I feel like it's a costume. You can't go wrong with a cat in a hat. I also kind of want to be like Top Gun,
Have you seen
like
Top Gun?
like I
Okay.
yeah. Well, I saw the recent one.
Mm-hmm.
But I mainly just like want to wear aviators and like my Doc Martens.
Oh, okay. I like that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but it's gonna be night, and I'm like aviators at night. Like I don't want to be.
Can you not put them like on your head?
Okay, but it's gonna mess with my
Mm.
character. Like I really have to get into
You can
character
you
with
can
it,
wear them
you
at
know?
night. People wear crazier things on Halloween.
Yeah, but I don't want to run into things, you know? It's more for me.
You're like, I'm concerned for my safety.
Marlo's gonna be like, "Look at my candy." I'll be like, I can't see anything, Marlo. Like it's dark.
I like that. I like that
So,
idea though. It's
so
cute.
thank you. But I was looking on Amazon and like the costumes for aviator costumes, they weren't cheap.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe you could just like put the glasses on for pictures and then like put them on the front of your shirt and then people could still see them.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
so that was a no, but that's okay. Well, I'll let you know whenever I pick something out. I'll let the listeners know as well.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of the listeners, is there a place that they can go to get news about us, to get updates, to follow along?
Yes, we have a Instagram. It's called A-listers, no space, and then underscore pod. So please follow us. We're also on YouTube at, I believe, the direct link will be in the episode description or the show notes. And then we're also going to have a TikTok. So follow us on the Clock app as well. We'll be posting on that.
Okay, exciting.
Yeah. And then, yeah, feel free to connect with us on
Mm-hmm.
Letterboxd. You can see all the other movies that we ranked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I think I saw like 30. This is my 31st or 32nd movie this year. What about
Like
you?
in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. I was also gonna say that we also have an email now where people can email us if they want
Yeah.
to. I don't know. I can't pull up the quick number. Our email is moviesandyap at gmail.com. Spelled exactly the way you
Yeah.
would think it would be. Sounded out. Movies and yap. YAP at gmail.com. Um,
Yeah.
you know what? Mine's. It might be more than 30 in the theaters because I've seen one a week. Are we at 30 weeks of the year?
We're definitely past 26. 26. We hit 26 in like June
Math is not our strong suit.
or like late June,
That's why we're doing a
July.
movie podcast and not a math class.
Yeah, so we're around
Yeah,
30. Yeah.
you know what? Probably 30 then, because I think I've seen about 1 to 2 ish. So yeah, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Um.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I think that is all for today. We'll be back next week with another pod with another movie that we'll be deciding upon soon. Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for yapping with me.
Stay tuned. Yes, of course. Thank you for yapping with me. And remember that it's 90, what, 5 days until your birthday?
Yes, it is. Thank you. And I'll remind you that it is 101 days till Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Ho, ho, ho. 101 to go, you know?
All right.
It's like, this is why I didn't really like that movie. I'm over here, ho, ho, ho. 101 to go, you know?
Yeah.
But all
All
right. Thank
right.
you all so much for
Yeah.
joining.
Bye.
Bye.